All right, let's just start out by doing our shake, rattle, and roll. And we're going to shake because we've been at the sewing machine. And then we're going to rattle the floorboards. So if you're sitting, then it might look like that where you're rattling the floorboards. But if you're standing, then we're just going to, whatever you want. You know what? You can step side to side. You can do a little dance. You can shake your fat quarters. You can jiggle your jelly rolls, etc. Okay, and then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to roll those shoulders. And we're going to start with going back. Okay, then we're going to come forward. And we just want to make sure we get some synovial fluid moving around if we can. Motion is lotion. Okay, let's go back to those hands again. We started off pretty quick with that little bit of a shake. Let's make a fist, pop our hands. Make a fist, thumbs on the outside. This time slowly open your hands. Now try to extend them back. Try to get your hand to curve back. And if you've got a flat surface nearby, you can actually put it on top of the flat surface and try to lift your fingers up. I know it's hard to see from there, but I have a video on my Instagram. All right, lift your hand up just 2 or 3 times. And let's go to the other hand, get it flat, lift it up. If you don't have a flat surface nearby, then keep doing the fists or the shakes, but just get some blood flow into those hands. Okay. Next, let's work our way down to our wrists and forearms. So we're going to interlace the hands together out in front of us. Now there's a couple of ways to do this. So we're going to interlace our hands together out in front of us, push them away. And I'm not going to push too far today because I have an injury. And then if you're able, bring them on up nice and tall. And then if that feels good, you can arc to one side. Keep your eyes forward. Keep your head forward. Come on back up to center. Arc to the other side. Breathing naturally all the time. Okay, come on down. Give them a shake. And then next what I want you to do is there's 2 options for this. The first option that is the one in my book and the one you've probably seen is where your one arm comes out in front. You point your fingers towards the floor, and then you just use the opposite hand to balance. Don't go pushing on them, just balance. And then we're going to hold for, we're going to aim for 20 to 30 seconds. So continue doing that if that's what you're comfortable with. Another option for this is to have your hand out in front and make a fist. And then roll your fist down. Now feel that stretch all across the top of your forearm, the top of your wrist as it's heading down. All right, check my timer. So whichever one of those works best for you. Okay, on the other side, I'm going to start with the fist down this time. So arm is out, eyes are forward, make a fist, thumb on the outside, make a fist, roll your hand down, feel that stretch across the top, all the way down. And if you prefer to do it the other way, if you're doing the fist, keep holding it. If you prefer to do it the other way, you've got your fingers pointing towards the ground floor, and the other hand is just balancing. Not pushing, not pulling, just balancing. Okay, great. Let's work our way into the chest. When we're seated and we're sewing, our chest gets really tight and it's coming forward all the time. So one of the easiest ways to stretch your chest is just to bring your arms open wide and bring them back like you're going to do a nice, great big hug. Just like that. You're getting ready for that big hug. That really is one of the simplest ways to do it. Another way that I'm quite fond of is the doorway chest stretch. And for now, I'm going to pretend I have a doorway in front of me. And so, and because if you're in an area where you don't have a doorway in front of you, you can do the same and just pretend. So have both arms up like you're on the outside of the door frame. And then you're just going to take half a step forward. Now, normally you'd have the resistance of the door frame, so you would feel this a little bit more in here, but you can still feel it right now. And then come on back. Roll your shoulders. Okay, we got our hands on that doorway. half a step forward. Don't go too far. You will feel the stretch. It doesn't have to be very far. And we're going to hold this. I'm going to show you one more for your chest. Okay. You can grab a tape measure or a band or a strap or whatever it is that you have handy, and then just reach behind and hang on to that, and then try to get your hands as close together as possible. If it's no issue for you, you can just hold your hands behind you. But for a lot of us, that's not quite as easy as it used to be. Have your hands behind you, and then just bring them out from your body a bit. And as you bring them out, you're going to see your shoulders are getting drawn back. Your stretch is chesting. Your chest is stretching. Don't need to go too far. Bring it back. Okay. Check back later today, and then you can do a little bit more lower body and a few more stretches.